On the show Sports Update on Trust TV, Adeni G. Shafe. Well, we look at all those activities trend in the world of sport. Well, looking at the fact that Team Nigeria won't be able to make it to China for the fact that the Chinese embassy, to some extent, did not issue the visa in time. Let's look at our first story. World Relay Championship, visa delay. Nigeria withdraws from competition. According to the AFN, that's Athletic Federation of Nigeria, after the delay because the visa was actually issued 24 hours to the start of the event that will be coming up in Guangzhou, China, for the World Relay Championship taking place there. The visa delay for Nigerians in Nigeria, those who applied, that's Team Nigeria athletes, and those in the USA, and also in Germany for all the Chinese embassies there. The visa was actually issued 24 hours to the time of traveling, which is too cumbersome for them to move. And that's why AFN had to release a statement concerning Nigeria pulling out from this competition. Let's take a look at the statement from AFN for the fact that they were not too happy. AFN said, "With deep regret, we have withdrawn Team Nigeria from the 2025 World Relays in Guangzhou, China, despite visa finally being issued today." That was yesterday. Far too late for meaningful participation in the competition. The federation went on to say that this last-minute issuance occurring on the very day our teams was scheduled to arrive in Guangzhou renders participation logistically impossible and demonstrate a fundamental failure of Chinese administrative processes. Let's continue with that. Chinese visa process failure. The AFN highlight the following specific failures by Chinese authorities that have directly resulted in Team Nigeria's inability to participate. Chinese authorities imposed visa requirements that far exceeded international sporting norms, including demand for documentation that was particularly burdensome for Nigerian nationals. Despite our team, this is from AFA right now, submitting passport application at Chinese embassies in Washington, D.C., Berlin, and Abuja early enough before the competition, Chinese authorities delay processing without reasonable explanation. The Chinese visa system requirement for a special verification letter of invitation was poorly communicated and inconsistently applied, with LOC officials themselves unclear about their own procedures. Even after all documentation was finally accepted as complete, Chinese authorities held the applications for additional days without justification, only to issue the visa on May 8th, the very day the team needed to be in China. The AFN explained that the last-minute visa issuance has resulted in one, physical impossibility of reaching competition venues in time for key events, wasted training preparations specifically tailored for this competition, significant financial losses in airfare, accommodation and logistics, loss of crucial qualification opportunities, and psychological impact on athletes who were prepared to compete. All this coming from the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, trying to clear the air concerning the happening there about Nigeria, Team Nigeria, to World Athletics Championship taking place in Guangzhou, China. For not being able to make it, they have to make all this open for Nigerians to see what really went wrong, because a lot of issues back and forth since yesterday. But right now, it has been confirmed that there was a delay in issuance of visas to Team Nigeria. And because of that, they won't be able to make it due to the fact that they are supposed to be in China already. Well, as it is, hopefully things will get better. Subsequently, at least what athletics need to find a way to solve all these kind of situations that has to do with visa issuance from other countries affecting Nigeria and other nations that are supposed to participate rather at the competition. Away from that story right now, let's quickly talk about the AFCON under-20 AFCON taking place in Egypt, where some matches were played yesterday. Let's look at Group C. We have the result of Group C there. Well, 2-0 in favor of Senegal, who right now will be playing against Nigeria. They defeated DR Congo 2-0. You have Central African Republic also playing against Ghana, and they lost by a lone goal to the under-20 team of Ghana. Looking at the way the table is after they play these games, you have to give kudos to Ghana coming top there. Ghana with 7 points, Senegal 4, DR Congo 4, but on goal difference, Senegal was able to at least scale through. Central African Republic came last on that particular group. So right now, Ghana, Senegal qualifying. Well, it's a tough one there, and as we learned, Nigeria could be playing against Senegal in that encounter right now. Well, for fixtures for today, this evening, matches will be coming up also in Group A. Let's have it there. South Africa will be playing against Zambia at the 30 June Stadium, while Tanzania will face host Egypt at the Suez Canal Stadium, also at the local time there. Well, these are the matches slated for today right now. Well, Senegal, DR Congo, and Ghana versus Central African Republic are the two games that was played yesterday, and we just quickly have to take a look at those beautiful games. The moment they are the under-20 AFCON, Senegal against Congo, and also Ghana doing well against Central African Republic. We continue to bring you more, but right now, giving you more update in the world of sport. Let's go to Dunk and Slam Sport of NBA as a game played earlier today. Let's look at NBA playoffs, West semi-final. What a game between the two. Well, you look at Julius Randle being, at least he was able to do well for that team in that particular encounter there. Well, as it is, right, they won that game 117 to defeat Golden State Warriors, who scored 93 in the encounter. Well, top performer, you have Julius Randle, who scored 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists. Of course, Jimmy Butler also did well for his team at the absence of Curry, who could not play right now. He's not even sure when to return, according to Stephen Curry there. Giving you the result there. Let's take a look at the NBA bracket. All the teams playing in the West and also in the East right now is getting interesting. Well, as it is, we know that Golden State Warriors and Minnesota Timberwolves, they right now have a series shared 1-1 there, and it's getting more interesting between the two teams. You have Boston Celtics 2-0 rather against New York Knicks against Boston Celtics 2-0, and you also have Cavaliers trailing Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference playoffs, and you have another team, OKC, sharing it against Denver Nuggets. It gets very, very tough in the NBA. Just taking a look at how the playoff standing is after they play the games they play so far. Well, that's the bracket, and it's still very open. All the teams are really trying to see how they can make it. For the likes of Indiana Pacers, they are beginning to lead, and also New York Knicks, not forgetting Golden State Warriors, Timberwolves, OKC, and Denver Nuggets sharing it. It's still open for any team to make it right now. Well, from there, let's take a look at a particular player who has done well for himself at the all-time, when it comes to all-time NBA assist, total assist right now. You have Draymond Green, who just joined the big boys, having to stand at number 14 there with 1,007 total assists at the all-time leaders NBA player. Of course, Magic Johnson top there with 2,346, followed by LeBron James 2,095. And if you take it down, you look at others like Tony Parker, James Harden, Larry Bird, Steve Nash, all making it. Even Scottie Pippen, Kobe Bryant actually standing on 12th, and right now Michael Jordan 1,022 on 13th. Draymond Green on 14th position among the top 20 all-time leaders in the NBA total assist standing there. Good one for Draymond Green, who has done well for himself with that beautiful laugh. We may at least to have a good one between NBA teams who actually played earlier today. Let's look at it. Timberwolves versus Golden State Warriors. What a moment of action there for Randle, actually led that team to glory against Golden State. I'm sure the absence of Steph Curry is also having a toll on that team, GSW. Well, as it says, it's still open. It's 1-1 in the series in the Western Conference, giving you updates concerning the NBA playoff, where they are fighting for honor. So win this season, it's getting more interesting right now. Away from there, let's go to football and talk about a particular manager or coach, as some people call it right now. Well, Vitor Pereira has done well for himself because he has just scooped the manager of the month of April there, ahead of others, for the fact that he was able to get that team, who was almost, if you check where he picked up, it wasn't a good one, but right now he has pushed that team out of relegation and put them to a place that are really deserving, and really he has picked the manager of the month of April. Quickly, a glimpse at his achievements since he joined Wolverhampton Wanderers.
United followed up by a commanding 3-0 win against already relegated Leicester City.
Well, looking at the fact that the man has really done well for himself, well, look at from 19th position, then right now on 13th position. He has really done well for that team, leading them to glory, and at least That's a good one there. Talking about that manager, that's Vitor Pereira, leading Wolverhampton out of that very deadly position from 18 down to 13. And really, he deserves all the accolades he's getting to be able to get the manager of the month of April. Right now, Wolverhampton Wanderers can't thank him enough for being able to save them from that angst of relegation. Well, good one for Pereira. And right now, we move and talk about UEFA Champions League Team of the Week after all the activities that happened in the first year of UEFA competition, UCL. We look at the players that have been picked as the team of the week, this second leg of UCL semi-final, of course, from the goalkeeper. Jan Sommer was actually picked. Sommer did well with Inter Milan. You look at Gerard Martin, Sarri, McQueen of PSG, Hakimi, Barella. You have Dijon, Fabian Ruiz, Raskelia, Lautaro, and also Lamine Yamal making it there. Well, all the teams have been picked to represent the team of the week in this particular action. Look at Inter Milan dominating there alongside PSG, having a lot of players who actually made it. 3 Barcelona players qualify, although they didn't pick any Arsenal player. But right now, these are the players that made the team of the week in the UEFA Champions League so far. From there, let's talk about a man who did well since joining Bayer Leverkusen. His name is Xabi Alonso, the former Real Madrid legend, also Liverpool legend. Right now, will be leaving the team at the end of the season. He led them to glory. They won the German Bundesliga, and even this time around, they're still second on the log. And you have to give him kudos for running through almost 38 matches before the unbeaten was broken. And right now, the man has actually announced that he will be leaving Bayer Leverkusen at the end of this season. He has done it, of course. The icon is pointing towards it where he's going. Rumors are that he could be going to Real Madrid, but as it is, he has confirmed it today that he will be leaving Bayer Leverkusen at the end of the season. Let's have it quickly. Coming from Xabi Alonso, the man who will be leaving at the end of the season with Bayer Leverkusen parting ways after achieving great heights with them. He won the Bundesliga. He actually broke so many records, and right now he's leaving on a good note. End of the season, of course. It has not been hidden stuff for the fact that President of Real Madrid, Florentino Perez, is not hiding his love for this man called Xabi Alonso. We wait to see what happens at the end of the season and where he's moving to. Is going to be Real Madrid or not? Okay, that takes us to stories trending. Let's talk about Mo Salah and also Alexia Russo. Both of them right now have won the Footballer Writers Association Footballers of the Year award for 2025. Congrats to Mo Salah. He has begins to rake in the awards even without the end of the season. He has done well, scoring so many goals for Liverpool this season. Of course, he deserves all the accolades he's getting. Mo Salah, Alexia Russo too also deserve all the mentions right now, as both of them has been voted as the Football Writers Association Footballers of the season there. Congrats to both of them. And there we move straight to gossip. Al Hilal shows serious interest in Liverpool's Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz. They want to see how they can go for these two players, and if everything goes well, they could be crossing over to earn some good money over there in Saudi Arabia. Still talking about it, Chelsea wants Dutch striker. That's another story trending right now. His name is Emmanuel Emeha from Strasbourg. They want to go for this particular striker. If everything goes well, he could be coming to Chelsea next season. While our own export, Moses Simon, as we speak right now, he has been nominated. His goal has been nominated for League One goal of the season for the goal he scored against Reims there. Right now, let's take a look at the list of the other players nominated alongside him. We have Nantes, Moses Simon, Monaco's Magnus Akleuche, Olympic Marcel Amin Giori, Angers Esteban Lepore, and Strasbourg Andres Santos. All of them have been nominated for this award. Hopefully, our own export, Moses Simon, will actually pick it there. From there, let's look at fixtures for tonight. The match is up for grab. The games that will be played. Okay, right now, well, for matches that will be coming up in La Liga and also matches in German Bundesliga are also coming up there. About at least 3 matches coming up across the top tier leagues in Europe there for the Friday fixtures there. Well, for not being able to get that, we should be looking at what's happening in the world of football. Well, Las Palmas will be playing against Rayo Vallecano, Offenheim away to Wolfsburg, while AC Milan will be at San Siro or Giuseppe Meazza, some people call it, against Bologna. High-flying Bologna are really doing so well right now. They face AC Milan tonight in the fixtures coming up on Friday. Well, we're taking you through happenings in the world of sport, giving you update there. And before we go, at least let's leave you on a lighter note so that you can take some laughter to enjoy the evening. I'm Adeniyi Ajisafe. Thanks for watching.
God have mercy upon us.